The thing about grand designs was always that people's projects went horribly wrong.
Yes.
And then Kevin MacLeod could come along and
save the
sneer at
day.
them for having dared to think that this could be accomplished.
Yeah.
Whereas yours will all be boring because
Yeah,
they'll
exactly.
begin on time and then they'll be competently built and they'll finish on time and on budget.
It's in budget, on time. Oh, no, that's not good television.
Yeah, can you imagine the look on Kevin MacLeod's face as the 17th project finishes on time and didn't cost too much?
What can I talk about? Nothing, I'm off.
I mean, I had a very extraordinary experience because I found you. That was my biggest contribution. I found you. And you came and had a look and everything. We had to knock the garage down and prepare the site. And then I got COVID and I went into hospital. When I came out, there was a building.
But to be honest, it wasn't much more difficult for us because we prepared the site, but only really in the most basic way, knocked down anything that was there, cut down a tree. Day one, somebody turned up, did the foundations in 2 hours, and then the guys showed up every day, did the work,
Did
stayed
they
out
show
of our
up
way.
every day?
They showed up every day, every day. 3 months later, it was done. There was a house here. And then I just had to carry all this furniture in here.
Yeah, that was a much longer process.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw the end of it. And it was a bit daunting because I was just out of hospital and I was a bit frail and it was winter and there was this big empty space. Thank goodness my old house was very close by because Andy was walking up and down the lane with bits of furniture. You know.
There was definitely enough furniture.
There was more
So
than enough
we
furniture.
didn't really need to get anything new, just get rid of a few things. But I think what we've ended up with is a really lovely, lovely practical
you can
layout.
call it, charmingly artistic, eclectic, or you can call it a load of junk. I mean,
It's amazing and because your one is one of the most unusual because you almost don't have any walls.
No walls.
Yeah?
No.
So it's one big open space
Yes.
which is divided by
Yes.
by furniture, by
Yes.
by things
Zoning
like
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, if it's just me on my own, it's absolutely fine. Occasionally, when I have guests and they want to go to the bathroom, they get a bit sort of embarrassed, and we all sing the Marseillaise very loudly, and then you go to the loo. It's great having the decking outside because that is almost like a room.
It's a
there.
stage for the
It's a
children.
stage. Children think it's a stage. Yes.
So how is the space? How is living in here?
I think I've got the basic arrangement of what goes where and what works where there, and
Fantastic.
it works really well. And that little tiny kitchen is just big enough. I mean,
Yes.
it's perfect. And what I wanted always was a white box with pops of colour in it, which is why the stained glass works so well. But it just gives yet more colour coming through.
How is it for you?
I was a bit concerned to begin with that it was going to be a big imposing thing that would take up a lot of the garden, and now it feels like it's always been here. People come into the garden and see it, and it's only kind of when you go around the back that you realise how large a building it is. You know, it takes up the worst bit of the garden
Yes.
and replaces it with the best thing in the garden.
Yes, I mean, it was only old garage here before, really, so...
Yeah.
Anything you would like to change?
Well, I didn't pay for it, but I've got no regrets.
No, none at all, no.
I think
Yeah.
you've done an amazing job with it.